Hi, welcome to Coffee Break with Researchers. Today I'm having a coffee break with Hanna Bach. She's a PhD candidate at the Department of Human Geography and Circle at Lund University in Sweden.
Coffee Break with Researchers presents you with cutting-edge insights on regional development and innovation. We ask researchers directly and in a personal manner about their work. We make scientific knowledge accessible to all.
Hanna, it's a pleasure to have you here at Coffee Breaks. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. We're both having the same black coffee in Sweden, so I'm not asking you about that. I want to ask you about your paper, Implementing Maritime Battery, Electric and Hydrogen Solutions. Could you please tell me what the paper is about?
Yes, this is a paper where we explore the current status of technology development and implementation when it comes to hydrogen and battery electric solutions in the Norwegian maritime coastal shipping sector. And we're looking at these technologies as alternatives to fossil fuels for the maritime sector.
Wow, how interesting. So why did you think it was important to do this research?
Well, the maritime shipping sector is one of the main contributors of greenhouse gases. So when it comes to this sector, it's a bit tricky to decarbonize it and to make it more sustainable, because it's much more difficult to shift fuels from fossil fuels to alternatives than it is for example, the car sector or road transport sector.
That's fascinating. Thank you for clarifying it. And could you please tell me the main findings of your paper?
Yes, so what we saw is that at the time when we wrote the paper, so in 2019, there was still a need for further technology development and policy support to enable widespread implementation of both battery electric and hydrogen solutions. When it comes to hydrogen, there was only one pilot project in Norway at the time. There was very limited plans for infrastructure development and very little knowledge about how to actually use hydrogen aboard ships. When it comes to battery electric solutions, things were a bit more developed. There were several projects ongoing and starting up commercial widespread implementation of battery technology.
Wow, interesting. Thank you so much for clarifying that. And why did you decide to research that on a personal level? What was your personal motivation?
Well, I have actually sailed my entire life and I have worked a little bit in the maritime sector before. But my academic education is in environmental and sustainability science. So for me, the motivation is that it comes from environmental concern and concern for the ocean. And I want to contribute to getting more knowledge about how we can make shipping more sustainable.
No, Hanna, how amazing. Thank you for that. Finally, I want to ask you about the policy implications of your paper.
Yes, so one main driver of the actual uptake of battery electric solutions that was present in Norway, with more and more ferries and other types of ships installing batteries on board, we saw that came from an interest in public procurement and a specific focus on battery electric solutions. So the Norwegian state, for example, issued a so-called development contract for a battery electric ferry, where they offered financial support both for the extra financial toll of developing new technology, as well as offered support in developing technological standards, which has then been implemented into regulation. So that seems to have helped a lot with both technology development and showing that the technology actually works.
Amazing. Hope they will. So, Hanna, those were all my questions. I wish you really all the best to your PhD and I hope to see you next time.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you for watching. If you're interested in more details about this academic publication, you can find here the link below. Find us on Twitter, Facebook and YouTube, or listen to our podcast on Spotify. See you next time. Bye-bye.